In today's video, I'm just going to be looking back at the month of April 2022 and just reflect on how things went. Let's get started. Hey folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Praveen Ramesh, and on this channel we speak about non-fiction books, and I also speak about lessons that I'm personally learning by reading these books. I find it immensely useful. I hope you do too. So in case you're unaware, this is the time of the month, first Tuesday or Thursday of every month, I put out a video that just reflects the month that went by, right? Because it's a good checkpoint for myself. It's a good accountability that I do for myself, except that I didn't do for last month. That pretty much summarizes, right? So I'm going to be talking about this on two fronts. One on the video front and one on the book front, right? And I want to be kind of slightly vulnerable and share why I wasn't posting as much as I would like to, right? So first things first, I stopped shooting towards the end of Feb, and I had like around 8 to 10 videos that was in the pipeline, and then that gave me a good runway till the end of March, right? And then April kicked in. I had like 2 or 3 videos, and I suddenly got into this slump where I felt too much of an effort to come post videos on YouTube, just schedule stuff, and these were videos that were edited. All I had to do was just upload them, add a description and add a thumbnail and just publish them. But somehow I couldn't draw the energy to do that. And there were at least 3 or 4 videos that were lying around. And at this point, I just want to give a shout out to one of my colleagues called Satya, who just walked up to me and said, hey, you know what, you need to be publishing because I want to see one video at least coming out. And that's how I kind of acted as kick when I ended up publishing. And here is what I realized, right? So that kind of reflected in my reading journey as well, where I just quit at least 3 books that I started, and I just couldn't get myself around reading and things like that. Because from a reading point of view, what I realized was one thing. So I was just forcing myself to learn new things, because we are always in this race to kind of think, okay, what should I be speaking in my next video? What should I be learning? Am I taking enough notes? Am I doing enough things? And I kind of forgot why I started this YouTube channel and the reading journey, right? I've been reading for a long time, but the pressure of producing these videos forced me to pick up books that kind of had a tactical giveaway, which need not be the case, right? The YouTube video should be driven by what I read and not the other way around. I shouldn't be reading because I need to do a YouTube video. So but that's the loop that I got into, where I'll read a book, I'll go for 50-60 pages, I realize I can't make a YouTube video out of this, quit that book, move on to the next, and it became a vicious cycle, right? Because I wasn't reading, I wasn't able to produce. Because I wasn't producing, I felt bad. Because I was feeling bad, I didn't read. So this kept going on and on and on and on until a colleague came and told me, and I started publishing. So I ended up publishing like at least 2 videos the previous month, and from Feb to the end of March I was pretty consistent, where I was publishing 2 a week. But this was kind of a slump, and how am I planning to overcome this slump? And here is what I've been doing. Instead of forcing myself to kind of read things that I want to speak in YouTube videos, I flip the funnel to say, hey, what is it that I enjoy doing? What is it that I am curious about? And I'll read about it, and I won't necessarily optimize my reading for YouTube. I just want to keep it independent. If it happens to merge at some point, let me just go ahead and do it, right? So on to the first book that I read, or I am in the process. As you can see, I have a bookmark. It's called The One Thing, again, which speaks about ruthless prioritization and how a lot of the results that are driven by smaller amount of efforts, right? The Pareto principle that we have spoken about. So this book kind of takes it to the next level, where the author advocates for extreme Pareto, where you just focus on 1 or 2 things in your day or in your life that gives you the maximum amount of results. So I kind of completed around 70% of this book last month. And I also read this amazing book called Breathe by James Nestor, which speaks about the art of breathing, right? Again, I'm going to be doing a review of that book real soon. So those are the 2 books that I ended up reading last month. The total count for books for this year is around 9. So 9 books have been completed, and with respect to videos, including the 2 last videos that I produced towards the last week and published, 21 videos have been published this year. So am I on track to let's say producing 100 to 120 videos? Probably, I don't know, but I'll really ensure that I'm staying consistent and producing videos in batches, and then ensuring that I never miss those Tuesdays and Thursdays deadline. So in case you're enjoying watching this video, do let me know what you think, and until I see you in the next video this Thursday, this is Praveen Ramesh signing off.